To write the chemical formula for copper 1 sulfate, we'll need to first identify the ions and their charges. To do this, we'll look at the periodic table. Copper is found right here, and sulfate is a polyatomic ion found right here. So we write down what the ions are. In this case, we're dealing with a multivalent metal, which has two different charge possibilities, 2 plus and 1 plus. Since it's copper 1, we're going to be dealing with copper 1 plus. Sulfate, we see from the table, has a charge of 2 minus. Now we need to determine the total charges needed to balance. This time I'm going to start with the anion. Here I see that sulfate has a electrical charge of 2 minus, and that's a problem because copper 1 has a charge of 1 plus. So we need to remember that the chemical compounds need to be neutral. Their electrical charges need to add up to 0. So to make the electrical charges balance, I'm going to need an additional copper 1 to make a total of 2 plus to balance out this 2 minus charge. So if I have two cations, each with a charge of 1 plus, their total charge is 2 plus, and now we're looking at a balanced chemical formula. Next, we'll look at the ratio of cations to anions, and in this step, we're just looking at how many of each ions do we have. So we've got copper 1 plus and sulfate. Here I see I've got two copper 1s and just one sulfate. So the ratio is 2 to 1. The final step is to use subscripts to write the chemical formula, and that's where I'm going to use that ratio again. The copper, I'm going to need 2 of those. That's corresponding again to those 2 ions present within the compound. And then I've got 1 polyatomic ion, the sulfate, that's right here. Now we usually don't include that subscript of 1, so again, I'll omit that. And the chemical formula for copper 1 sulfate is Cu2SO4.